Hey, beautiful souls. I wanted to pop on to connect about November's energy. So, I'm Aurora Light, and I'm a joy alchemist, a soul embodiment guide, a multidimensional liaison. And this message is primarily for those who are way showers, who are already cognizant of the light that they are able to hold and that they are anchoring into the planet and the transformations that are already occurring. And this is my energy interpretation. I call it such as that because I am both feeling into the energy intuitively, but also connecting it as the alchemist that I am into many of the other streams of information that are coming in from other beautiful beings of light that I resonate with. So this is just an amalgamation of what I feel, hear, know, and see to be my truth. And there are infinite levels of truths depending on what frequency you are at and your perspective and your current experiences. So please, as always, run this through your own internal truth barometer, through your body, because November is going to be a wild ride and there are many different experiences that will be had by many, many different people. So feel into this. And I'm going to invite you to take a breath in with me to center, ground, and get into the body so you can receive this information, run it through that body, and feel, truth test it in yourself so you can understand viscerally if this feels like truth to you. Because again, I am speaking to a particular subset of the population who are aware that we are in an amazing, radical part of our radiant evolution of consciousness right now, and that things are getting wild and exciting. So drop in with me. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and really fill up your belly. Blow a candle out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in like that. Fill up your belly, fill up your heart. Blow out your candle. Slowing things down. One more breath. Breathe in through your nose. Fill up your belly, your heart, and your crown. Sigh it out. Okay. From this place where you're more present in with your body, listen to this information. And this is my number one trick and tool for November, December, and the rest of your life. Instead of spinning and trying to figure things out, I invite you to drop into the body and run that information that you are receiving, whether it be from your own guidance or from the external world, through your body. How does it make you feel? Does it feel expansive or contracting? Does it feel like it's making you tingly and let up, or is it causing you to feel just tense and icky, right? Our body is the herald of all of our intuitive feelings. Everyone does have this, and we just get an opportunity to sink into it more and more for discernment, because as I was saying, November, things are getting really real, and haven't they been already? 2020 has been a wild ride. I have been feeling this energy coming in since really the summer solstice of last year. My messages were always buckle up, get ready. Things are really kicking up a notch in terms of the light that is coming to the planet. And we are in that right now, light being information plus love. And we all know light can be kind of an asshole, right? Light can be so blinding. You know, when you've been in a dark room and the lights get turned on and you're like, it hurts, it's uncomfortable, but sometimes it needs to be done so that we can see where we are and what we need. But darkness also has its place, right? We need that for rest, for integration. But what is coming to the planet right now is giant streams of cosmic light that are coming from many, many different sources. And that includes from your own source, from source itself. We're just these fractals of the infinite consciousness. So we are being sent this light from ourselves, from our highest levels, so that we can begin to see where it is that we truly are. And that, my friends, is not always a comfortable thing. 2020 has been the year of, clear vision and hindsight. So we are being given the opportunity to really tune in and be like, okay, what is working and what is not? Who am I? What am I here for? All of these questions people have been thrown into. And many of us that are watching right here, you've been doing this work for years, if not decades and lifetimes. And you were prepared for this time when the collective is going through their own dark night of the soul and their own shadow work and all of the things that are being illuminated in society right now. So with this illuminating light, it is blindingly bright to some, and it can also be blissful to others. It depends on your level of frequency and your perspective. If you know, because you know this in your soul, you're connected in with your heart and to your highest self, and you've been feeling this light coming through for a while, and you know where we're going. We are elevating our consciousness to the next dimensional frequencies, and our bodies are going to be coming up with us as well. Then it's exciting. You're like, stuff is actually happening. But imagine if you are someone who does not have any of this spiritual privilege, is what I call it, to have an awareness of what is happening. Then this just seems like hell is breaking loose. Jason Estes, one of the beings that I love following because he's got a really amazing perspective on the timeline and the shifts that are changing. You can actually look at his interview with me on a soul embodiment update on a previous video that I had that was absolutely transformational. Gives you a really good idea of where we are headed. He said it so beautifully and said, the light of heaven is shining upon the earth, and that is illuminating hell, right? So all hell seems like it is breaking loose, and it is, because it's finally being shown. It can't hide in shadows anymore. So what is chaotic on the surface is actually the breaking down. It's been called the dismantling, the derealization of all that has been holding us into the lower dimensional perspectives. Everything of that third density of scarcity, separation, fear, doubt, worry, all of those things that are really, really about being separate entities from source and from each other are being highlighted, and the light is so bright, it cannot be hidden anymore. And so it's coming to the surface, and that is a preparation. So November is another month of preparation before we really shift into high gear, where our consciousness and that of sort of the galaxies, the universe, is shifting up this octave to this next level, what Jason Estes would call another sector. We are graduating from one level of experience, that third dimensional density, and some of the 4D as well, into the higher octaves. And that is going to be really felt like this shedding for so many people. That was another word that came through for me for November. Shedding of the old. And it's like this snake skin that is coming off because it has been restricting us. It is too small now because we are embodying more of our soul energy and more of our light. So we cannot be trapped anymore by these constrictive thought patterns, these constrictive belief systems, and even structures in society. The structures that have been trying to keep us small, right? Keep us under control, are breaking down, and we are too big for them to work anymore, for them to control us. And so we are shedding so much of the old. We are shedding so much of our old identity because we're coming into this higher perspective of unity and awareness of ourselves as God sparks and sources. And again, for many of you, the way showers, the mystics, the light workers, the starseeds who have been waiting for this for decades, it is happening, and you know that. But this is also happening for those who don't know it's happening. Could you imagine going through this process without having this awareness? And so Our role is to honor their journey with so much compassion and so much love, and hold space for them, understanding that this is a rough ride. So holding space means not placing judgments upon people, not placing expectations, but just allowing them to go through their journey, right? But holding the highest outcome possible for them as they are expanding, which is the other word that came through. I had illumination, preparation, shedding, and expanding this month for November, as we are expanding into who we really are, both in terms of our awareness, our abilities, and just our perspectives, right? As we are elevating our vibrational frequency into a higher awareness where we're in unity with, our source consciousness, and we're starting to embody our soul energy and our highest self, where we have stronger connections. All of this expansion is happening in a way that can feel blissful if you are taking really good care of yourself, you've done the work, and you are continuing to support yourself through this process. Or it can feel like the worst thing ever that is destroying you. But here's the thing, people are so afraid of destruction, but it serves a purpose. We cannot create new without having the old dismantled and destroyed, right? There is really strong Kali energy, right? There is a burning down of all of these things that don't serve. And again, if people are not zoomed out into the higher perspective of this is happening for us, as us, by us, for the highest good, and we're going to be able to recreate what it is that is going to serve us and all of humanity. If you don't have the perspective, then you're just, oh my God, the world is on fire, right? But we need these fires. We need the dismantling. We need what seems like chaos to burn through all the shit that is not working so that we can rebuild it. And we are expanding into the visions of what it is that we are carrying. And so many people are doing this. Beautiful souls that I work with, that I am connected into, they are stepping into their power. The way showers are finding their voices, and they are standing up and saying, you know what? I understand what is occurring, and I know that it is my time to be the light. And so if you are being called to step into greater visibility or just greater radiance of your own light, this is the work for us to do right now. For us to stand in our light, and it doesn't mean to interfere with anyone's process, but being that lighthouse so that you may shine, and people will see you as an example of what is possible, as a leader, as a way shower, perhaps as a mentor. But allow them to be drawn to you, because they will either feel your energy and be just magnetized by it, or they will be repelled by it, and that's okay, because everybody's journey is their journey, and where they're at is perfect. Everyone, all willing hearts, are coming with us in this elevation process if they have chosen so at the soul level, right? We've got free will, so not everybody wants to make the journey. There will be more and more people piecing out from the planet. And when you're in the close perspective, that sounds like a horrible thing. Death, oh my God, no, we want everyone to live. However, when you zoom out to witness from the soul perspective, these deaths are previously agreed upon by the soul energy, because they either want to be playing this game of life somewhere else. They don't want to continue on with this ascension process in their bodies. Or maybe they want to get out of the body they're currently in and come back in with a new template, a new design. Or perhaps they need to leave this body so that they can help and support from behind the scenes. And it's all perfect. It's all divine. Remembering that death is just the transition of one state to another. And so while it sucks on the personal level when someone that you know and care about dies, it hurts only us. For them, they're free. Death is a beautiful freedom, especially now where people might be in bodies that cannot handle the levels of incoming light. So we want to support ourselves by zooming out as far as we can go to the galactic and source perspective of understanding the cycle, right? Of ascending consciousness that we are in right now. And knowing that it is all happening for us, as us, by us. And we are expanding into greater awareness of who we really are, shedding all of the old systems and beliefs and ideas that we are separate in preparation for this process, which is ongoing, right? We're in this beautiful window now coming into December 21st, where massive amounts of energy are shifting, and January of 2021. The world is not going to look the same next year, and I think we all knew that. But in terms of the consciousness on the planet that will be available, we are headed to a beautiful place. So as the chaos unfolds around you, I invite you to hold the highest light. And if you are not able to do that, then just breathe and support yourself right now and look to those who are being lighthouses, right? There are many, many lighthouses. Some of them are being censored right now. They are having their voice silenced, but they cannot silence us, those that are holding the light. It is too bright to be contained right now. And so I will leave you with these parting words that I tell my daughter, who's just 4, all of the time, right? If you can't see much because you feel like you're in the darkness, what do you do? Because she's afraid of the dark. She goes, look for the light. I'm like, yeah. And if you can't see the light, what do you do? She knows this now. Be the light. If you cannot see the light in the darkness that is all around you, then tap into that source spark within you, align with your highest self, and just shine. It's time, my friends. I am sending you so much love to navigate this beautiful November as we are illuminating in preparation for this massive shedding into our expanding awareness of self. So breathe that all in. Remember to take what resonates, leave the rest behind, run everything from today forward through the truth filter that is your body, and continue to shine. All my love.